For just $19.95, you too could look like you've been sleeping in a pile of needles.
Because we can! Yes, we can!
Hello everybody, it's Thursday on Diversity Collision. I'm Mark, your host, this with the mostest. So today's topic is gay marriage, which is pretty relevant considering the election that was on Tuesday down in the States. I was not a George Bush fan whatsoever. I hated him. Yeah, and you know, I wish it didn't, but the United States does directly affect Canada. Like, our economies are very closely linked. So I'm glad that Obama's in. Hopefully he can fix some shit and, yeah, get things back on the go. However, I was very upset that Proposition 8 was voted for in California, banning gay marriage. That's pretty ridiculous, actually. I can't believe how many stupid and ignorant people there are still in the world. Which reminds me, yesterday morning, I was supposed to go to class, but I didn't want to. I didn't really sleep much the night before, so I didn't go. That was all fine. You know, was it yesterday morning or Tuesday morning? I don't know. The other morning, whenever it was. The doorbell rang, and it was, like, I don't think she was a Jehovah's Witness, but some, like, old biddy was, like, knocked on the door and hands me this pamphlet on, like, the end of days and, like, all this religious bullshit. Like, I know you're wondering questions like, is suffering ever going to end in the world, and where do you go when you die, and blah blah blah, and this pamphlet claimed to have all of the answers, and it had quotes from the Bible and where you could look the passage up in the Bible, and this is the answer to all of your concerns. And I'm like, as soon as she left, I just, you know, closed the door and tore the pamphlet up and threw it in the garbage. But I should have done that to her face and said, fuck you, bitch, I don't believe in God, there's no way this proves anything, this doesn't answer shit. Like, it's retarded. Like, just because it's in the Bible doesn't mean it's true, doesn't mean it's fact. That's ridiculous. So, boo to anyone who voted on Proposition 8. I think you're a fucking moron. What else? So, gay marriage. Well, gay marriage is legal in Canada, thank God. The province I live in, Newfoundland, was one of the first provinces to legalize it, so that was good. I can kind of relate to what a lot of, like, gay people have said, like Lauren has said on Monday. Like, I don't know if I want to get married. It's not something I've, like, when I was a kid, before I realized that I was gay, I kind of always thought about it. Even if I choose not to get married, I should have the choice. I think it should be completely equal for heterosexuals and homosexuals. All about equality. Yeah. It should be a non-issue. It's what it should be. So it should be completely equal for everybody. If anybody wants to get married, if they choose to get married, then that is their choice. That's their choice, and they should have the option there available to them. So hopefully Barack can fix that down there, or at least have civil union. I mean, marriage tends to be a more religious term, so, like, that doesn't really matter. But as long as there's, like, a civil union should be government. If you're religious and you want to get married in your church for your religion, then that's fine. But everybody should have the same equal rights in the government, like, legally. The same right to insurance and property ownership and all of the benefits that go along with being married to somebody. And just because Canada has legalized gay marriage, like, there's, like, with you guys had Prop 8 and that was voted and it has banned gay marriage, that, like, there is still a little bit of nagging in the back of my mind about that it might get changed up here in Canada, because our current Prime Minister, who's our leader, like the equivalent of your president down in the States, our Prime Minister is Stephen Harper at the moment, and he is probably, like, Canada's equivalent of George Bush. He's a Conservative Party leader. He voted, before he became Prime Minister, he was some kind of, I don't know, government person, and he voted and fought gay marriage, like, did not want it at all. However, the rest of Canada and the Liberal Party, who were the party in charge at the time it was passed, voted for it, and it got passed, and yay, very happy about that. But if Stephen Harper had his way, it would not have happened. And he can't really do anything about it now, because when he was first elected, he only had a minority government. He can't really shake things up too much. I hope Stephen Harper gets voted out next time. I don't like him. He's like a robot, actually. That's what he looks like. Like, he just acts like a robot. He doesn't seem to have any emotion or caring or anything. Ugh. And he's anti-women's rights, anti-pro-choice, anti-gay. He's just an asshole. So, there is that nagging fear in the back of my mind that, you know, he might try to shake shit up and try to get rid of gay marriage, but hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he won't be able to. Yay for Barack. Congratulations. Boo to anyone who voted for Proposition 8. Yeah, this has been Thursday. Rate and subscribe to Diversity Collision. Okay, and I'll catch you next week.